Alright guys, welcome to another video of Stop 51. As we all know, I'm in the vending business, but I also use other equipment, and instead of using the phone sometimes, it may take a little while, it may not reach you, it may not go through, it may be a busy signal, or whatever it may be. I figured try a couple of walkies. So I got like 3 of these walkies, and I was just trying to figure out which one I should keep. And I found these pretty cheap. This was like $60. This one was like $100 for like 6 units with a gang charger. I guess you could charge 6 units in one shot. So 6 radios, 6, and you could charge all 6 at the same time. Oh shit, I just dropped it. So basically, and then I got the little brother of it, the updated version of it, and this is the rt22, and this is the rt22s, and this one is a B-Tech. I don't even know. I had to write it down. It's a B-Tech frs-B2. So B-Tech FRS/-B2. Now I figured I got this one first, right? And then I got this one second, and then I got this one third. And I just want to do like a little review on them. Nothing crazy. When I started testing them out, I was just like, I don't need it to work for distance. I kind of need it to work for clarity. So I don't care if the distance is not good. I need for clarity. So if I'm on the 10th floor, I want to be able to talk to somebody on the 1st floor, and vice versa. So currently I live on the 5th floor of a building, and I had tested the unit. So first I got this one, and this one basically worked. It didn't work too far, so it didn't work past my driveway gate. I guess maybe 100 feet away from the building. But don't forget, I live in New York City, so I'm guessing, if it's an open area, it'll work a lot better. That goes for all the radios. That goes for all of them. But the difference was when I tested this little guy out, that in the elevator, it was clear. In the basement, it was clear. And everywhere else, it was clear. But once it lost reception, it definitely lost reception. Then I got this little guy, and I figured, okay, let me try it. Because you know what? Like, it looks like it's got like a decent sized battery in it. This one's got like a 1500 milliamp, 3.7 volt, 1500 milliamp, 5.5 watt hours, 5.55 watt hours. So you can read that for yourself. I don't know if you can see that, but that's that. And I figured that this little guy would be like, like a decent worker, and they all come with clips. They all come with, with clips that you can clip onto.
B-Tech power on. Channel 4.
And you could change all the channels.
Power on. 3.
And then you could...
Power on. 3.
So if you want to chit chat... See, so they work. And vice versa. And then if I put this one on,
Channel 3,
then these should work also. No, these don't work. Oh, look. This one won't allow it to transmit to this, but this will transmit to this. it'll transmit to both of them. So if I shut this one off.
1 2 1 2.
So, wow, okay. It won't transmit to it, but can receive transmission to it. Anyways, the batteries on these revetis batteries, they're about the same. I don't even know what the heck they are. It was just a pain in the butt to not a pain in the butt to take out. So these batteries are 3.7 volt, 1000 milliamp, 3.7 watt hours. Okay. You have a little bit better of a description in here versus what the B-Tech has in it. But anyways,
Power on. 3.
my point with this radio is that it was very clear, very, very clear. No matter where I did it, it was clear. It wasn't great for distance. So that was like very surprising to me. So I figured, well, let me try the 22s. It's the newer, upgraded version. You could see when you switch channels. Let me see. It'll show
Power
you.
on. 3.
And you could just.
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 10 9 8 7 6 5 4 3.
Now this one's got 22 channels. This one's got 16 channels. This one has also 22 channels. But what I liked about this one, like I already told you, this was completely clear, just no distance. And then this one, I got distance with it, and I got almost a mile away from the house. A mile away from the 5th floor, and a mile away. And it was still going, but it was like, shh, you know? So I was like, all right. That was all right. And then inside the elevator in the basement, it was a little staticky and stuff. So I was just kind of like, I thought you were better than the little brother. And that didn't quite come out so well. So it's got the distance. It definitely has distance. I'm pretty sure it'll be a lot better in wherever it would be out in the open. It would be a lot better. And then this little guy, I'm sorry, I have nothing good to say about this. Even though it looks a little bulky, and even though it looks nice, looks real nice, it's got a Type-C charger on it, whereas these guys take like an old school USB, which is why I got the gang charger, so I don't even want to use it. The headsets are standard on all three of them, so there's nothing special about that. So it was just nothing crazy about it. But this little guy told me that the battery was dead when I plugged it in. I turned it on and the battery was dead. I was like, wait a minute, why is the battery dead? So I said, all right, let me do it. This one comes in a 2-pack. And it comes with a dual charger, so you can put both radios in and charge it. Whereas this one came with 2 wires. It came with a dual wire plug, so you have a plug with 2 wires sticking out of it. And this one came with 6 with the gang charger. But what happened was when I charged it, it took me almost a day and a half to charge it. And in the manual, it says minimum 5 hours. So I was like, all right, let me leave it for like 12 hours. 12 hours should be more than enough to charge the battery and then have it last. So in terms of battery lasting, this one's about 3.5, maybe 4 days. Like, you leave it on, you know? This one's about the same, about 3.5 days. This one doesn't surprise me. It was like a day. Can you imagine if I had to use it all day long? You wouldn't be able to. It's a great little radio, but I can't see it being used every day or for too much work, because it only lasted me for like a day, like the battery, maybe a day and a half. And I can't, like, maybe I'll forget to charge it one day, you know what I mean? I need the radio. What if I leave it on the whole time? Yeah, the battery will go dead. Yeah, I'll go and switch up to another one and just grab the other one, But at least it's going to last you for a few days before I have to charge it up, so I don't have to consistently charge it. These charge up pretty quickly. They charge in the same base, even though this one came with wires and this one didn't. But this one came with headsets and stuff, and this one came with headsets and like lanyard and stuff. This one I particularly ordered just with the charger, so it's just the units and the charger. So, but they're all supposed to be UHF radios. Now the funny thing is that none of them say UHF except this little guy. He says UHF. When you look at Amazon and you look at the advertisement, you'll see that over here it's supposed to say UHF, and over here it's supposed to say UHF, but I don't know if they are UHF, and that's ultra high frequency versus VHF, which is very high frequency, but it doesn't say UHF on it, so I'm not sure if it was the real one. And on top of that, I ordered 2 sets of these, so I have not opened up the second set yet. I will open it up soon, but I just wanted to give you guys my review. Whereas these 2 guys, like out of all 3 of these, like this was this also this didn't reach very well. It was like nobody could hear me, nobody. But I'm going to test it out one more time. I'm not going to give up on this. I'm definitely going to test it out one more time and see what's up with this. But I know the battery will last for a day, so for me, it's not even, I'm not even going to test it because a day for a battery is not even worth it for me. I don't care how far distance goes or how good it is. A day battery is no good for me. And then these 2 guys, this one was very clear, but very short distance, and this one was long distance and very like staticky and stuff. So I would I would use this one. And I have a feeling that if, say, there's 6 radios out, like say there's one here and there's one somewhere else, I think that they bounce off each other in terms of reception. So maybe actually better reception with more radios out. You know what I mean? But that's just my opinion. That's just my general opinion. I just switched to a channel.
3.
And I like that it says it.
Power on. 3, 4, 5. 4, 3.
And it doesn't really make a difference on how many channels there are. You can't really program these channels, although they do have a programming wire for it, which is basically the same wire that goes to everything. And you're supposed to be able to program it, but a 16 channels, 22 channels, and 22 channels, I think it's basically programmed, unless you're programming like a frequency, I think they have a 6-digit frequency or something, which I don't think you can do it on this one. I'll show you my private radio. You could program it on this one for sure. This is the Baofeng BFF8, and this radio is like off the hook. I mean, this radio is great. I've had this for years. But I only programmed it one time when I first got it, and I've never touched the programming on it ever again. I'm not a radio freak, but I'm just looking for a set of radios that would work for me in my business. If I needed to, if I have someone sitting in the car, instead of calling them on the phone and getting a business signal or getting a voicemail over and over and over and over again because they're busy playing a game on there, I could just, beep, beep. You know what I mean? I could just do that. I could just...
Hello? Hey, pick up the phone!
You know what I mean? I could just do that. It's so much easier, Instead of like, thank you for calling. Please leave a message. And then you hang up and you redial immediately. Thank you for calling. Please leave a message. Your party's unavailable. Blah, blah, blah. And I'll do it like 10 times. Like, it's an emergency. Come on. Click, click. Done. You know what I mean? So, I think it was like $100. I think they're like up to $130 now. For some reason, I don't know. That's why I ordered 2 sets. One was $100, one was $130. I don't know what the difference in price was, why there was a difference in price, but There just was a difference in price. But for me, I would go for this one. If you want to go distance, I would go for this one. And then if you I guess I mean I'll test this out one more time. Maybe it's got good distance or something, but I'll test it out one more time and give it another shot and see what it was. But I wouldn't take this one, but that's just me. All right, guys, thank you for watching. This has been my review of the Revetis rt22s, rt22, and then what's it called? This is called the B like boy B-Tech frs-B1 like boy one. So B-Tech frs-B1. Okay, I'm not getting paid for this, so this is a non-paid video that I'm making. No one's paying me. I wish they were paying me. Unfortunately, I'm looking for a product. I'm trying to find a good product. I also saw a nice DeVault radio that I had tested out today. But there's a radio was good, but like my radio kept on falling out, where like these things are pretty sturdy. And the DeVault radio is like $200 a pop, or $200 for a kit. I'm like, I got this for $100 for 6 radios. If they break, screw it, I break them. But those, I must have dropped that radio maybe like 6 or 7 times today, and I didn't know DeVault makes radios. I'm going to go test that one out too. And if I get a chance, I'll make a review. If not, well, hey, whatever. But anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and like and subscribe, and tell your friends that there's some crazy idiot making videos about radios. Got nothing better to do. All right, take care, guys. Thank you.